So yeah, I think I can start. So hello to everybody. My name is Jovana. My previous last name was Zoranovic. Maybe some of you know me by that one, but I got married last year, so now it's Maričić. I play for Serbian mixed team. I played in the world's uh, national teams last year, and I also play for women, and I also played for the Open. This time I played the Champions Cup, and I play bridge professionally. I have also a job, so I work at university as a teacher. I'm a teaching assistant with my PhD, but I do a lot of bridge. So yeah, I hope you had fun tonight. I prepared a couple of boards, and yeah, so we can start. I had a couple of teams, but maybe not all my ideas kind of worked. But I was some of the boards were like kind of experiments, and so yeah. So I hope you had fun, and we'll start from the first one. In this deal, how I imagined the bidding went. So now North starts the bidding, opening one on Trump, showing 15 to 17. With players who play a bit different system, it's a bit maybe, and I didn't cover all the problems, but as most of the players play 15 to 17 balanced, it was a one on Trump opening, East passes, and now a south transfers to hearts, usually with a two diamond bid. A west passes, and now north completes the transfer, and south chooses to bid Reno Trump. And now there is the choice for north whether to correct to four hearts or to pass. It's because usually when partner does this kind of bidding, like partner is either like usually south, if he had like a short diamonds or short space like a singleton, maybe he would like introduce clubs. Actually some of the experts actually play that you always like this is like either 5-4-2-2 or 4-3-3-3 shape. So that's why you also have to have that agreement, like how often does your partner introduce because three clubs sometimes downside of bidding three clubs is because our hand is not strong enough for slam. We are actually not looking for slam, and we are happy playing in Trino Trump when partner doesn't have anything good for us in clubs or in hearts. So that's why sometimes clubs would reveal some information, and and so it's like kind of a question whether to bid three clubs or but I personally with 5-4-2-2 shape with the ace of spades and kind of slow, those queens are kind of slow tricks, I would just transfer to hearts and bid Trino Trump. And now North has a decision to make whether to bid for hearts or pass Trino Trump. And I think it's a slightly better to bid with this hand. I would personally bid for hearts. I think it's a very close decision. So if you pass Trino Trump, that's completely fine. But here having ace king in those two suits, I would be slightly afraid that partner has maybe low doubleton in one of the black suits. So it's possible that we can make four hearts, but not Trino Trump. Actually, in this deal, it was very interesting because when we compare the percentages, so what happens here when we play four hearts, we our biggest worry is whether they're gonna find or if there exists a club rough, because we're missing 6 cards in clubs and we're missing ace king of clubs. So whenever clubs are 3-3 or there is like when there is a ace king bear opposite for small clubs, we shouldn't worry about clubs. And so in that case they cannot find a rough because they don't have an immediate entry. In case of ace king opposite for small. So that's why but also it's sometimes difficult for them to find a club rough, because let's say east usually when you're leading and your right hand opponent bid one of trump, show the big hand, we are usually not leading from strength, so we are usually making a passive leads. So that's why I think east it's very difficult to lead low from king fourth, or especially from ace fourth, to lead low and find a ruff. So that's why I think like four hearts makes more often. So I would say that the percentage for 3-3 is about 36%, around like 4% ace king bear opposite four small. So then what happens is so that we are comparing that odds, and 3-0 trump is basically on a finesse. We have always 5 hard tricks, 1 spade, and we can try a diamond finesse for the 9 tricks. So I mean, I think 3-0 trump is also a very good spot. I think when you compare percentages, is both are good contracts. But here I would just mention, because we can always talk for ages just about one board, and I should keep moving. I would mention here, when playing four hearts, I think it's important to play ace king of hearts. And then if you notice that clubs are, let's say opponents start with the king of spades, okay, they start with king of spades, we can decide to duck, we can take it, doesn't really matter. We can, maybe we can take it in case they find maybe that club switch, so we don't risk that. And we start drawing trumps, and we play ace king of hearts. And now when hearts are 3-2, we can continue drawing trumps and then developing clubs. That's our plan. So we should lose ace king of clubs, and we have no worries, because we will have always so we have tempo to develop clubs, because we will play another round of hearts, and we will have 2 more we will have 2 more trumps in our hand. So once, now doesn't matter what West plays, and now we can start working on clubs, and we will eventually get 2 club tricks. Some of the players tried the diamond finesse. I think there is no need for it, because if hearts were 4-1, actually then we can consider making a diamond finesse. But now when hearts are 3-2, which we can just keep on playing. We can just keep on playing clubs, and we'll eventually develop 2 club tricks. So lose just 1 spade and 2 clubs, making our contract. Okay, we can move to the next one. So the idea of that board was whether to bid pass 3-0 trump or bid for hearts, and also there was some kind of, not many problems in the play, but more or less it was the bidding problem. So here East starts the bidding by opening 1 diamond, and now South passes, West bids 1 heart, and also North passes, having like not enough points or shape to enter the auction. And now this East decision, and I saw some of the players bidding 3 clubs, but playing 2 or like a natural system, 3 clubs should be like 18 plus points, or like let's say a really good 17. So in this case, with 5-4 3-1 shape, and how many points is this? This is 12 and 4. So we have 16 points. It's not enough for 3 clubs, because 3 clubs is a jump shift, and we promise a game forcing hand. So we shouldn't be able to stop after bidding 3 clubs in the natural system. So it's right here to bid 2 clubs. But it's very important for West, whenever you are like, let's say at least 8 points strong, 8 to bet 10, you shouldn't pass partner's second bid. So especially, I mean, the new suit of partner, you should always correct to the first suit. Let's say here West has to bid 2 diamonds. Even if he had, let's say, 4 clubs, he would bid to, in that case, he can even choose to bid 3 clubs, like an invitational hand. But he should definitely, I think it's a more clear bid to bid 2 diamonds, because he owes his partner another bid in case partner has like 16, 17 points. And now now East can choose if he had like just like up to 15. He knows partner doesn't have around 10 because he would make an invite in most cases. So now East can show his hand, bid one more time to show that he has around like 16, 17 points. And so in my opinion, like you can make now one of the two bids. You can bid 2 spades to show, like to shape out your hand, or you can consider bidding 2 no trump. And I know many tables did find this bidding, so you do really well. Whoever found this kind of bidding, either 2 spades. I saw one table playing 2 spades, and one table, and many tables, more tables bidding 2 no. And now I think West can raise to 3 no, and we will play like 3 no trump in this contract. There is a little bit into the play. In the play, I think it's expectable like to lead the spade to the queen, and now spade back. And after, like South will cash another round of spades. And now when South continues with the spade, now we can plan what to do. So first we can be sure we have three club tricks. We have 2 heart tricks, that's 5. And because we already lost 4 tricks, we cannot afford to lose another hand. So we have to hope diamond finesse is working. And so we have to count on 3 diamond tricks, but at least, let's say, so one option for us here is the diamonds are 3-3. If diamonds are 3-3 with North having king of diamonds, we'll definitely have 4. We will have 5 actually diamond tricks. We'll get 5 diamond tricks, 3 clubs, that's 8, 2 hearts, that's 10. But we have to kind of be prepared that maybe North has king fourth, as it was the case in this board. In that case, we can like actually play on a little bit of clubs. We can get like 3 diamond tricks, but also four clubs, which would be 7 tricks, and 2 heart tricks, it will be our 9 tricks. So we can be extra careful here. We should throw a heart. Doesn't matter, like North will play a heart too. And now we should throw a diamond. That's slightly better, because if diamonds are 3-3, we'll get our 4 diamond tricks. 3 we will make our 9 tricks. But if they're not, we have an option to play for clubs, for 4 tricks in clubs. So that's why I think now South can play a heart, and that makes sense, because East showed the 5-4, and he knows that East is singleton in hearts. And in this case, I mean, he will probably play a higher heart, and now North can even play the jack, doesn't really matter. And depends on those agreements. And now we can also play king of clubs to enter West's hand. Maybe it's also a good idea, but we will not have enough entries in there, so we don't have to unblock the 10 of clubs. So now when the jack drops, we know that we have 4 club tricks, and we'll make a diamond finesse. And we have to cash the ace of hearts first, discarding the diamond, because either way we will be blocked. And now we continue making the diamond finesse and scoring our 9 tricks. Is it clear? If anybody has a question, you can always ask, and I will do my best to respond. If it's clear, we can move on. So in this case, this is the way to get. Some of the players played it a little bit like you have to hold on your diamonds. Yeah, on open card, that is true, but we have to always be careful. Like we have first thing we have to conclude that if diamonds are 3-3, we have always 9 tricks, no problem. But in that case, when and the finesse in diamonds has to work, so the only thing we have to decide here is basically to is basically to hope diamonds are 4-3 to make 4-2 that we make our contract. Okay, here it was a similar idea. This bidding should start as like with 3 passes, and now West starts the bidding with 1 heart. North, some of the North's hands overcall 1 spade. I personally wouldn't do it because my partner is a passed hand and I don't have a good suit either. So in some cases we can run into a problem. So I prefer pass with the North's hand. And now East would bid 1 on trump without a hard fit, and West would introduce his second suit, 2 clubs. Again, West is not strong enough and doesn't have a good shape enough to beat 3 clubs, so it's just 2 clubs from him. And now East, with this nine high card points, he can decide to bid, or she can decide to bid a 2 no trump as invitational hand. I don't dislike it. I think it's a slightly too aggressive, but I think it's definitely there because we have tens. We have a lot of tens. 10-9 are very nice holdings, so I don't mind tuner trump, but maybe it's 2 hearts is more standard. And now West again, but definitely East with 4 clubs and 2 hearts cannot pass the bidding. He has to make another bid because he has 9 points. So that's why it's very important. Or maybe the second option is to bid 3 clubs. But I don't think 3 clubs describes well this hand because we have both stoppers in the remaining suits. So I think it's right to bid 2 hearts. And now West can just show his hand. Maybe the best bid is 3 diamonds to completely show the shape. And now now East should conclude 3 trump with having a good stopper in spades. Okay, so that was board 13, and so okay, let me see what else. So I had also this. There are a couple of things you also should kind of cover with your partner. One of these are these ones. So when to so the partner shouldn't pass our second, when we introduce our second suit, if partner has 8 to 9 points. Okay. In this board, West is the first one, and he passes the auction, and North bids 2 spades. I think it's clear to open 2 spades. We're kind of minimum of our range, but we have a very good suit. And we should, if we play multi, we will open 2 times multi. And now East's hand, he has a lot of values. Some of the players bid 3 diamonds. And I think it's very important to start with a double here. 3 diamonds should be like overcalls on the second level or third level in any suit are usually promising 6 cards. Sometimes we will do it with 5 cards, but especially in the third level, we should always have or try to have 6 cards. So that's why I dislike 3 diamond bid. I think even though West doesn't have 4 hearts, I think he should double. Yeah, better suit also, but with this type of shape, I think doubling is superior. With this 2-3-5-3 shape, I would always choose to double, even if with ace king queen of diamonds. So double is here showing. And now South actually, when East double, in my opinion, South should redouble because he doesn't have a fit partner, so he has just one spade, and he has actually penalty on two suits, so on both minors. If they choose to play there, he should introduce the redouble to tell him to his partner. Maybe partner has some hard length. It's not impossible. We'll see here, and we have penalty on the minors. And now I think after South will start with redouble, and in my opinion West has two choices. He has actually tolerance to play in clubs or playing hearts. As partner in most of the cases has four hearts, we can also beat three hearts, but I think it's also okay to pass. And if partner beats three clubs, we can pass it out. And if partner beats three diamonds, we'll correct to three hearts. I think that should be our plan, because partner can be 4-4 in the red suits, and we would let's say here West decides to pass, North will pass, and now East will beat three diamonds. And now as South, we would double, as making the penalty double. But West here should maybe, like for East, could be like 2-4-4-3. So we can risk playing in 4-2 fit. So we have to correct to three hearts. And I think now, even when West bids three hearts directly, now it's very important to have this agreement. If you're a weak hand, if you have preempted before, your partner shows values, your double now shows something like three cards. You don't have to have four cards, like to have a real penalty, because your partner is usually not short he has penalty in some of the suits, but he cannot have in all the suits. So it's important that we, as North, double three hearts, showing three cards. I mean, some players would maybe do it with the honor doubleton with like two cards, two, let's say, good cards. But I personally prefer it with three cards, and then partner, like it was case here, it's right for partners to just pass it out. I mean, because you're the ones who have majority of the points. Of course, let's say South has a singleton heart and more spades, he would pull that double. But when he has three hearts, he knows partner has either like something like some values in heart or just three cards, and he will just pass this auction. So I think this was kind of the ideal auction. So yeah, after South passes, I think this should be the bidding. So after South doesn't find the redouble, now if you don't play Lebenssoll, now West has three hard bid. But if you're playing Lebenssoll, West should bid to no trump to start bidding weekends. Three clubs, now it's forced by East. South would double that, but West would bid three hearts. And now it's very difficult for North to double that, because maybe South has just penalty on three clubs, and we don't know partner didn't redouble. We don't know if it's strong enough. So I think in this auction everybody will pass. So it will be three hearts but without a double. So that's why I think it's important for South hand. And also, when you're short in your partner's hand, you should be more likely to redouble, to start penalizing opponents. If you have like three spades or two spades, you're not you shouldn't be that, like, this is kind of easier double when you're when you have shortness in spades, even though like we have the ace. So I think that was an interesting one. Similar was the third one. I can share this deal too. This one actually happened. It was in Reykjavik. It was as a festival, and here South starts the bidding. He passes, and West opens three diamonds. some of the players opened 1 diamond or 4 diamonds. I saw one table 2 diamonds. I think 3 diamonds is a outstanding bid here, because we have 7 diamonds and we are red, they're white. If we had, let's say, ace of spades without this jack, and we can consider 1, but we have that king of spades. It's a nice holding, but that jack of hearts is kind of wasted. So I think it's much better to just bid 3 diamonds and let partner kind of judge that hand later. So that's why I would definitely start with 3 diamonds. And now thinking about North's decision, North he has a third ace of diamonds, ace third, and that's a very nice holding for 3-not round. But the problem is his partner is a passed hand, so partner doesn't have a 12 points or neither good 11. So that's why I think it's very risky to bid 3-not trump. It's much better like if partner wasn't the pass hand. I think we should go with 3-not trump. But when partner previously passed, I think it's much better and much more flexible to start with a double. When we start with a double, we can partner can even maybe, I don't know, some cases he can choose his major, he can show his strength, and we can actually, if he had maybe 10 points and and maybe a running club suit, in that case sometimes even without a stopper or like with a double, sometimes he can even consider being 3-not trump if he's strong enough, because because sometimes, let's say, partner has 5 clubs or 6 clubs with like jack doubleton of diamonds and around 10 points. He may consider bidding even 3-not trump with those kind of hands, because his alternative is to bid for clubs, which is not a game, and 5 clubs is like too far away, and then we are non-wool. Why not try to play a game? So that's why I think it's much better for North to start with a double. And now it's the question what East does. East also has an interesting decision. Actually, for him, if partner has length in clubs, they could even be making 4 hearts. So or 4 spades. From East perspective, is also a difficult decision. One of the options for East is to bid 4 clubs as kind of lead directing. Usually it shows like a tolerance, especially when we bid a second minor or the other minor. It shows like a lead directing, shows values in clubs with tolerance in diamonds. So we should have always fit in diamonds, especially when if they compete, if they bid on, then we know to we would know, partner would know to lead a club if he had an option, if he was on a lead. So that's why with East, I think it's reasonable to bid for clubs or even 5 diamonds. He has a good chance, because by bidding 5 diamonds, in that case you kind of you can make it if partner is short in hearts, and you put a lot of pressure on that. Let's say in this hand, if partner was a singleton heart, we would make, or maybe they don't have such a good ace king of heart lead, and we manage to discard a heart on our clubs. So I think 5 diamonds is a very reasonable bid, and also 4 clubs is a good bid. But there's a question about 1 diamond. About 1 diamond is a low 20. I honestly, I don't follow those kind of rules in sense like a low 20. Maybe it's like applied if the only rule I kind of use to decide about my openings is like opening third seat and things like that. So, but I think here we're just what we know. We don't have fast tricks, so we really like to play in diamonds. And if we really like to play in diamonds, it's better to preempt the auction. We don't have defensive tricks. We have tricks when we play in diamonds. If we don't play in diamonds, we don't have many tricks. As best we can hope to have like the king of spades, and that's basically it. So yeah, so that is how I see it. Yeah, actually, on this deal which happened in Reykjavik, which I was watching, their East actually redoubled. So he made a redouble. So I don't know, like especially maybe in some auctions, I think redouble is a bit aggressive because we don't have really uh, we don't have really a penalty on like two. We have just penalty on clubs. We don't have either on spades or hearts. And I don't know, in this board, I wouldn't redouble. I would start with probably 4 clubs, but as the board went here, South beat 3 hearts, and this East West, they actually had agreement that for them double on 3 hearts is 2 or 3 cards. So in this board, which I was kibitzing, West, it was Mano and Palma. Palma was playing on the East, and Mano was playing on the West. And so West actually doubled, and now it would be actually a winning auction if they decide to pass it out. But yeah, East, they probably had a kind of misunderstanding, and they ended up playing in Trino Trump. But it was an interesting one, especially like deciding what is for you and your partner. Like when one of you bids a redouble, what is like preemptor's double. I think here West definitely has a double over 3 spades, but over 3 hearts, yeah, you can make an agreement with your partner. I personally wouldn't double, but over 3 spades, West definitely has a double with King 10 third. Yeah, so in this case, maybe East was lacking a bit of values and landing hearts for his redouble, and then they would definitely manage to find the best spot and penalize them on the 3rd level. So yeah, in this case, when it goes like 3 diamonds, double 4 clubs, I think that West should kind of, I would consider it as 1 round forcing. So I would, with West hands, either bid 5 clubs with lengthened clubs, or bid 4 diamonds, go back to diamonds. I would, because sometimes partner can even do it with ace king fourth. So that's why I would consider it forcing. A very good question, Susan. So because sometimes, let's say partner has ace king queen fourth of clubs and three diamonds. He can jump to 5 diamonds, but sometimes it's very important to tell your partner what to lead if they compete on the 5th level. So that's why I think 4 diamonds, 4 clubs is just a lead directing, doesn't have to be a length. And if you raise 4 clubs to 5 clubs, partner always can correct back to 5 diamonds if he really started with a short clubs with good values there. Okay, let's try to find another deal. This was another team. I'm trying to find. Yeah. Okay. This was another deal where also West had East now had one of Trump opening, and West has 5 hearts now with 4 5 3 3 2 shape. And in this case, again, East opens 1-0. It goes 1 on Trump. Now again, West transfers 2 hearts, 2 hearts, and now 3 no Trump. I think here is much easier and a standout decision to actually pass 3 no Trump. Partner could sometimes can have 2 diamonds, but also it's not so likely for them to lead diamonds or something like that. So I would definitely pass it, because we have at least we have 1 stopper in spades, 2 stoppers in diamonds, but we have we don't have aces and kings. So that's why it's better to play in Trino. Actually, in this deal, Trino Trump always makes as we have 3 club tricks, 5 heart tricks, and 1 diamond trick. and in 4 hearts they have to misdefend. They have to cash ace king of spades, or just or cash or lead the ace, and then not switch to diamonds. Then in that case we will be able to develop a spade trick to discard a diamond. And so in south, I personally wouldn't bid to spades, because we have a flat hand, 5-3-3-2 shape. I wouldn't do it. I would maybe do it sometimes in pass out position, but in this direct I wouldn't do it, because West can still be a strong hand. So that's why we can be in trouble. He maybe has like four spades, and he might be able to like penalize us. So that's why I wouldn't go for it. Maybe in match points makes more sense. It can be very successful, but as playing imps, especially, I think, yeah, it's better to just pass with south. Partner could reopen with some hands, so yeah. Okay, board 7 was very interesting in my opinion. Unfortunately, what I imagined didn't happen. The play that happened in both tables on the graph, it didn't happen. It was a slightly different auction. Here, south can preempt the auction. Some of the souths opened even like 4 hearts or something like that. I am okay here if you play like a Trino Trump, which is a good 4 heart opening. I would maybe go for it, or start with 1 heart. I have like it's completely fine to start with 1 heart. And now West can bid 2 hearts, showing a spade and a minor. North would probably pass. And now it's important to make this agreement with your partner. When your partner shows a 2 suitor, and you can ask about the minor in 2 ways. You can bid 3 clubs, it's pass or correct, but this means like this is a weaker hand. You can bid 2 trump. You can bid 2 trump as asking for the second, but showing some values. And with that, West, like now, yeah, probably south would be 3 hearts. And now, in my opinion, West should be 3 spades, because it's when you show like when you have a 2 suitor and you promised only 5 majors and you have 6 majors. It's very important for West to show that he has 6 cards in spades, as it was case here. So that's why West should definitely bid his spades 1 more time, and let his partner know if partner has 2 spades, that they can play 4 spades. So here West would bid 3 spades, and maybe now North will bid 4 hearts, but it will go 4 spades. Yeah, North can also double Michaels. That's also an option, but I think it will be the kind of the same auction. It will be, I think West should definitely also bid 2 trump, and now 3 hearts, it will be the same one. And here some of the North hands decided to double. That's also fine, or pass out the auction. And I think the defense is very interesting. So I think, many of the players led a heart, and South won a heart. And now actually the killing defense is for South, and some of the players found it. Well done for that, because on the Vugraph, I mean, this deal happened again in Reykjavik. It was in one table, it was Klukowski's on the west, Kalita on east, and the Brink was on south. And on the other table, the Brink was on the other table on south, but on the same table, Zamir was on south. But both Brink and Zamir returned a diamond here, which looking at a double dummy. I mean, now I'm again showing double dummy, but maybe I should have shown just from the South's hand. I think it's reasonable. I mean, both of the great players switched to diamonds here. So here East wins with the king of diamonds. And most of the players started drawing trumps, but the problem is like now South played, he didn't continue hearts, so it should be very suspicious, and we should kind of think that South is likely to be short in diamonds because North will usually lead from shortness, and now South switched to this diamond. So the only winning play is to play now diamonds, and because now partner, I mean whoever has the ace of diamonds, it's for us it's important not to ruff with spade with the queen jack of spades, because partner usually has, I mean if West has the ace queen, we will not get too many spade tricks, so it's much better to discard here. And for West, it's the best to take the ace of diamonds now because nobody. And looking at the West from West perspective, he has to ruff two diamonds. And so he lost already one heart, and he has to ruff two diamonds, and he shouldn't lose. I mean, if he loses, you lose another probably over half of diamonds, and he cannot afford to lose any more diamonds. But the winning play here is to play a diamond, and now because you need to make two diamond tricks. But the problem here, if you ruff with the 4, South will over ruff and play trumps. So you will not be able to ruff any more diamonds. So the winning play here, actually Klukovsky found it on the table, and one of the Patriarcha brothers didn't. And so it was West who should ruff. Now West should ruff a diamond high, first high, and then cross back to the hand with clubs and play another diamond, now ruffing low. And the best thing South can do is now ruff, but he actually is ruffing from the natural trump trick. So yeah, whatever he does, he can continue hearts. But now West can just play ace of spades and 9 of spades, so he forces out because South started with a queen jack, so that's why now the diamonds are developed. We can draw the last trump. Actually, this, even though like West started with the 6 spades, if defense forces out, like if defense played hearts, in that case, actually West wouldn't be able to make this contract. But okay. Yeah, so in this case, it was a question about from Susan. It went one heart. Okay, let me recreate that one. So okay, one heart, and now 2 hearts. Okay, double by North. I'm okay with double. That's fine. And now pass by East. Okay. But I think, as East, because the partner already bid 2 hearts, they're showing usually some values. That's at least in these colors when we are red. So that's why I think East should either redouble, like show some points, either redouble or bid 2. No, so I think he should enter the auction too. And now South bid 4 hearts. Okay. And it was now four no trump. I think now 4 no trump is too aggressive because partner didn't make a bid over the double. So I think the most West can do is, maybe with West now I would pass. But we can. But I think as East should kind of make an action with this strong hand, because partner bidding bull. So that's why but I think 4 no is not right, because you're forcing yourself to play in the 5th level, and 5th level it's not clear you should even play the hand, especially if the suits split badly. If they open four hearts. That's very interesting. If they open four hearts, I think West should bid for spades. It's definitely a difficult one, but I would, yeah, we should go for it, because partner also should know we are kind of, yeah, forced over this high bid, so he would know not to go to slam or something if he was too strong. Yeah, that was what I've shown. That was the bidding at one table. The other table, actually, South opened 2-0 trump. It was similar to these four hearts. 3-0 trump, which was promising a good for major opening. There was brink and driver play, and now North, I think, bid like for diamonds, like bid your suit, something like that. And now South bid for hearts, and West entered with four spades. This was the auction. This was a little bit more clear because you previously passed 3-0 trump, and now you're bidding for spades. And partner actually didn't have an option to bid before, so it was actually a good bid by West. So in this case, East has 16 count, and he would so his partner is the first one on the deal. So West starts with a pass, and North starts with pass, and now East opens one heart, and South would makes now a takeout double. So our left hand opponents now bids a double, and partner raises us to two hearts, and now North bids three clubs. Now it's important to make this agreement. Like, what's the double over three clubs? What is the double when we support our partner and they enter with some bids? For example, what I play here and what I recommend playing is when opponents support each other, or when one makes a double and the other one bids a suit, that our doubles are still takeout. But when only one opponent bids a suit without other one participating in the board, in that case, I play the doubles are penalty after we have supported me and partner. So in this case, as East, I would bid a double, like takeout, invite partner to game, and here South would maybe, I don't know, pass, or pass first and see what happens. And I think West has 6 points, and like 4 points in their suit. So maybe he would just be three hearts, and this would be the ideal auction, because also partner is a pass hand, so he could also make like a move over our third seat opener. So that's why I think three hearts should be played here. Or maybe, I don't know, if South decides he can compete to four clubs, which wouldn't work here, but it's on some deals, if they don't find a spade lead, we can make four clubs. Now South is the first one to open the bidding. He would start with one heart. They would pass, and partner raises to two hearts. And now East bid three diamonds. So I already mentioned that when opponents enter with just one, like let's say here, with three diamonds, the tower doubles are penalty. But this is one exception. When we have a hard fit and they bid to three diamonds, we don't have actually space to invite to game. So that's why it's kind of standard agreement between among the experts that the double is maximal double. That's called a maximal double, and double shows just a game try, invitation to four hearts. So now, because there is no room, if East bids, let's say, three clubs, and we can double as penalty. But when East bids three diamonds, we don't have room to invite and show everything. So now double would be maximal. And now actually South has to make this double, and North would probably raise to 4 hearts, and we will play there. Now, from North perspective, and in this case, North is the first one, and he would open 1 spade, pass by his left opponent. Partner raises to 2 spades, and now his right hand opponent bids 3 clubs, and we have good clubs too. So that's why it's important to have this agreement when they enter with the suit, and that our double is penalty. If they, for example, bid 3 hearts, and we have the same holding as now in hearts we have in clubs, we wouldn't be able to penalize, because in that case, or 3 hearts double would be again maximal double, game try. So that's why, only on 3 clubs or 3 diamonds we have a choice to penalize. So so here actually this would be then the of the auction, and this is I can show the whole deal. Share the deal. So here, North. So what West had, they would lose definitely. East West would lose 2 spades, a heart, and at least 2 clubs. So actually, 3 clubs, 2 spades, and a heart. So that's why it was. In this case, how it would be invite the partner, we would bid 3 diamonds or 3 hearts, one of those. They're not natural bids. It kind of shows, like, let's say here 3 diamonds or 3 hearts are just game tries, and you when you have just one, let's say they bid 3 diamonds, then you have just 3 hearts available, because that will be again penalty. Then 3 hearts is just any game try. But when we have like 2 separate steps to show when we invite, let's say like here 3 diamonds and 3 hearts, we can bid we can bid the suit where we have values. So it's kind of showing values in a game try. Now, of course, let's say our clubs and diamonds were switched, we would bid 3 diamonds, and with, of course, these clubs we decide to double. Okay, this is Fiona Greenwood is asking why this is not takeout. You can always make an agreement with your partner that is still takeout, but it's important sometimes to agree to make some penalty doubles. I'm saying my personal choice is to play that double is penalty, because we have 2 options to make, like a game try, takeout, and we don't have, it's important to have an option to penalize too. The hand before, it was so partner. So basically, what I try to say. So one thing is maximal doubles. When we have a hard fit and opponents bid to 3 diamonds, we don't have a room to invite. So that's why double over, let's say it goes 1 heart, pass 2 hearts, 3 diamonds. Now double has to be game try, because we don't have another way to show. It would be the same 1 spade, pass 2 spades, 3 hearts. Again, we wouldn't have room but when they bid anything else, just one side bids, like 1 heart, pass 2 hearts, 3 clubs, double is penalty, or 2 spades, double is penalty. And when one of them doubles and the other one bids, we kind of treat it as they support each other, and then again doubles are takeout. So you can read more about, it's called maximal double, but in these other cases you can make an agreement with your partner to always be able to penalize. One of the tables I saw, that one managed to penalize them. It was very nice to see it. They made this perfect bidding. I mean, perfect for me. It was, they supported each other, and once West entered with, with 2 or 1 space, it's penalty double. With no space, no step, then it's a maximal double. So here they managed to double them. It was the best score I don't know if it went like 2 or 3 down, but it was maybe they didn't switch to hearts, but it was a very good board. So it was actually Cornelia who found it, and it was very well done for Cornelia. Okay, how aggressively you should support your partner, and I think I think we should be more aggressive in showing support, because sometimes we don't know if we are sacrificing or attacking. Let's say in this board, West is the first one. It's his turn to bid. He opened one club, and now North overcalls the heart. And most of the people play that East now would bid one spade, showing 5 cards, and South has option to now jump to 4 hearts. He can bid 2 on trump, for example, to show like invitational better hand. He can even South can even decide to bid 3 spades, which is a splinter and a game forcing hand. So there are many options for South, but let's say the one that puts the most pressure. Actually, this was the one happened at the table. It was, I think, a Swedish mixed trials where I found this board, but I changed it a little bit. Now, even though West has only 13 count, he knows about 9 card fit. So that's why for West, it's very important to bid 4 spades now. And he doesn't know if they're sacrificing or not, but he should make this bid, because he doesn't have much defense against 4 hearts, so we don't know what's going on. Maybe we all go 1 down, and it's worth taking a risk. So that's why I think everybody can probably will go all passed out, because North is very balanced, and South can maybe decide but once South made this 4 heart bid, it's very difficult for him now. He didn't include much his partner, so maybe South, if he made 3 spade bid, it would be a little bit better. This was maybe then partner would know what to do. But in this board, this was what happened. So I think only note from here is 2 clubs is also fine with South. But then when West shows 4 cards in spades, it's kind of East's responsibility now to compete over 4 hearts with 4 spades, in my opinion. So if this was the bidding, now let's say this South, I would also recommend always playing that with South you can show difference between 3+ cards and 4+ cards. Personally, I would bid 2 not trump. It would be a bid for me. And 2 clubs would be just 3 cards support, because it's important that we show points with good fit. If we have a good fit, then we are more likely. I mean, then we cannot penalize them so easily. And if we have just 8 card fit, we are more likely to penalize them. And now West can bid 2 spades. Now North with this I don't know will this 12 count, but pretty flat. He can maybe, I don't know what would be in North's choice, because he has a lot of wasted values in spades. Kind of knowing partner is singleton, because East showed 5 and West showed 3, if at least 4. So that's why I think North can even pass this one, and East would also probably pass, but South I think would compete to 3 or even more, maybe bid even 4, because now they have a good spade fit, and partner can have like king fifth and king of diamonds, king queen of diamonds, and we can be in a very good shape for but I think 3 hearts is also reasonable. And now yeah, the difference between two clubs and two spades, it depends on your agreements, of course, but yeah, some usually that lower cubit is used to show support in hearts, and you can use two spades as to show a stronger support in hearts. But personally, I would use like two clubs and two no trump. Two no trump would for me be at least 4+ hearts and invitational plus, and yeah, and for yeah. So I think yeah, this is an interesting one. But once if opponents somehow like bid 4 hearts, like say this one bids 4 hearts, or maybe I don't know, North shows some kind of values, some he enters the auction with some kind. Let's say also here North's double would be just points because they supported each other. It's not penalty. So North can even like a double to show some values, and South would be 4 hearts. There's also a possible auction. Depends how North decides his hand, judges his hand, because and now I think yeah, because West kind of showed his hand already. He doesn't have a penalty, and now East actually can take sacrifice because he has a singleton heart and 4 and 5 spades. But it's much more difficult now. But I think yeah, it would be because partner can also double 4 hearts with some values, and yeah, and we in this deal we can actually make for spades. But as soon as West kind of sees they have a big heart fit, he can also bid for spades. I mean, here I think over 4 hearts, both of them should bid for spades. I take the sacrifice. A sacrifice which actually makes, but we don't know that it's because of the jack, and like a lot of things are working. But yeah, if the club finesse was not working, then we kind of need to guess spades. Here in this board, we are I think we are North, and here our east opponent, our left opponent, starts the bidding with pass. Partner bids 1 club. The right one bids 1 heart, and we can bid 1 spade to show 5 cards. And now what happens at the table? East bids 4 hearts, and partner bids 4 spades. And we have a good hand, but we know that partner is sometimes forced to bid on the 4th level. Maybe partner doesn't have a too good hand, so we will just pass. Yeah, if you play a 2-suiter, yeah, maybe you would open with East hands, but if you don't play a 2-suiter, then in opening, then yeah, it's more likely to pass. But in this one, actually it's very interesting declare problem. East, and so we'll play from our south hand, and East starts with our left hand opponent starts with the queen, and we'll win it with our ace singleton. And so when planning our play, we can count on 4 clubs, and if we don't have any spade losers, we can even lose 4 diamonds, and that was it. But we can start drawing trumps, and we can play spade. I don't know, let's say left one. But now when we find out it is a 4-0 split in spades, we should go up with the ace and continue playing spades. We can continue with the jack of spades. But once they cover it, it's the best now to duck, because if we take it right away, One, because West is the one who overcalled. He's probably stronger than East. It's not. It's possible that he's stronger. So we don't like if we just take it now and West enters his hand, he will be able to play a spade, 10 of spades, and a spade. There is not, but yeah, I think both are actually fine here. But I think because East jumped to 4 hearts, I think he's more likely to have some shape because like with flatter hand, maybe West would kind of show like a two suitor, like with diamonds, longer diamonds, or so. I think like it's more likely if anyone has a good like better shape, it's West. But yeah, we can do like it's reasonable to do either one. Yeah, if we start with the king, I think yeah we can go back. If we start with the king, just a second. Yeah, in this case, yeah, we don't have a problem. Like if we start with the king, we are kind of hoping East has the queen, but the West is probably the one with more values. So actually, the percentage here is, I mean, if if spades are, you're actually gonna play Ace King of Hearts unless you see something differently. So yeah, so I think I mean the table, my I was playing this hand in the regionals, and my partner started with a low spade. He read the hard position because West East jumped, and we also a cue for that is we are not missing many points. So West entered the auction, he should have at least 8 to 10 points, and now East jumped. So probably what's happening here, it was East who had extra shape. So okay, we go back to this spade to the ace and Jack of spades, and now they cover with the queen, and now I we can so it's better, I said it's better to duck because West can later enter the dummy, enter his hand and play trumps for us, and that's something we wouldn't like. And it's important to keep control of the spades, and also try to finesse diamonds 2 times, like to hope at least one honor of diamonds is with East, like either queen or jack. So that's why it's important to keep the communication and to duck now this because we already have a spade loser, and so we need to duck. They can throw a diamond, doesn't matter. And now whatever West plays, he can play a heart. He can continue with a heart. We'll rough with the North's hand, and we can play the high, like the top diamond. Top diamond, East can cover. But again, here we should be again very careful and pay attention on the discard. So East started with short spades, so he's likely to have length in hand. Also, usually opponents he threw away a couple of diamonds too. So that can be a cue that he has length in diamonds. Maybe some players maybe were discarding hearts, but also when he splits like this, maybe with ace he would jump anyway, but with this jack he doesn't have short diamonds, so what's here is right to duck a diamond. And once it happens, now East doesn't have a good play. He can continue with diamonds. He can play hearts or clubs, whatever. But anyway, we would be able to now play again diamond to the 10 and ace. And now whatever West can play actually in double void, and we will be able to rough in South's hand, actually finesse spades and make our contract. And if we didn't, like, if this wasn't the case, just a second, if we played like this, ace, and now jack, without without ducking, with actually with playing the king, the way they can beat us always, if we cover the jack with the jack queen with a king, now we can play diamonds, they can enter with a jack, we can again duck, but now they will play hearts for us. This is the best defense. We'll have to ruff with the north in the north's hand. We'll play another diamond, winning with the ace. And now the way they can beat us is playing hearts, because they still have the high 10 of spades is still missing. We don't have 10 of spades. That's why if they continue with hearts, we can ruff and even throw diamond, doesn't matter, but we will not be able to develop, like they have a 10 and another. If we play now 9 of spades, they'll win with the 10 and continue hearts to force us to ruff, and we'll actually lose. We won't have like a trump control anymore. So that's why it was important to duck. And that is it for me. Sorry, I maybe took too much time. I don't know if I talked too much. Thank you very much. If you don't have any more questions, I had fun. I hope you did too, and I hope to learn something. And it was a pleasure to be your coach tonight. And good luck in the future. And yeah, thank you very much.